Hello beautiful souls and welcome. We're coming on today to do a bit of a pick a card reading. So this one is basically going to focus on what you're going through right now and what your main focus needs to be. Okay, so I just want to take a moment and take a deep breath, and we're going to invoke the Archangels and the Seraphim. They want to bring down some healing, some new templates, and some space clearing, some energetic clearing for you. So if that's something you'd like to receive, please just say yes. We have Archangel Michael coming in, Archangel Metatron coming in, and they want to work with you. Archangel Metatron wants to run his cube through your auric field and to clear it. Archangel Michael wants to open you up to be able to receive the guidance you need to receive from these messages, okay? Alright, so I'm just going to quickly spray stones. First we have this piece of is it emerald? I think this is a moss agate. Okay, it's pile 1, moss agate. Pile 2, this is a white agate. Okay, let's see, it just doesn't like focusing. And pile 3 is mookaite, jasper. Okay, it's alright. So sorry, I just got a bit of charcoal on my finger. Right, so take a moment and pick which one and we'll get started. Okay, pile 1. Let's get started for this beautiful moss agate. Alright, straight away with the energy of this moss agate, I am feeling heart-centeredness and deep energy grounding is needed for you guys. Right now you really need to focus on grounding your energy into your lower chakras, okay? It's about anchoring your heart energy into your lower chakras to ground in manifestation, okay? I do feel like you pile 1 may be a little bit concerned about money, because I am getting a lot of prosperity energy coming from this stone, and I'm getting a lot of wealth. I just keep hearing wealth, it's even got a malachite, emerald energy, very jade kind of energy about it, in the sense that what's got your attention right now, or maybe what you're worried about right now, is money. There's this very deep-seated emotion, and it could be right now that what they're trying to say with that is you may be experiencing stress about money and about financial stability due to conditioning, really deep-seated wounds and self-worth issues that make you think that you're not going to be supported. There's this energy with this that it suggests to me that you don't receive as much as you could be receiving. Maybe it's not even just with money, it could be in more areas than that in your life. It could be in all ways. You just don't receive as much as you could be receiving because you don't believe that you're worthy. You don't believe, there's still wounds in you, there's still parts of you that need to be healed, where you don't truly believe that you can just receive. And that is something they want to come in and help us heal today, okay? I'm actually going to start with one of these Lovers Oracle cards for you, pile 1. Because this is really speaking to me with this pile, okay? I am feeling with you guys that there is a stagnant energy, which is why I'm feeling the needing to ground your heart chakra energy into the earth. It may be that you need to transmute a little bit of energy, a little bit of wounds, because there are some blockages, which is actually causing a block to the manifestation of money and prosperity in your life. That definitely I'm still getting that very strong self-worth energy coming up. These cards here say life is a series of constantly shifting changes. We can resist change. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow and you'll be surprised where it leads you. This one says emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. Yeah, so I am getting here with you, pile 1, with this beautiful green heart chakra stone, is that you need to focus right now on filtering through some emotional baggage, some wounds, and having a little look into where conditioning in your life, where past experience in your life has led you to believe that maybe that you aren't worthy of being supported. With the shifting cycles energy, I am getting that, you know, you're afraid that your good luck's not going to sustain, or that if you change something, or if you go after what you want, you're not going to be supported, you're not going to get the reward. It's this energy of, can I really have what I want? And they're saying, yes, you can, but you have emotional blocks that need to be transmuted and dissipated. To open the gates of prosperity, there's heart wounds here, there's deep senses of I'm not worthy coming through. So it could be advisable for this pile to maybe do some journaling and to write some letters of gratitude, or write down, even like if you take a good way to find where there's blocks in your energy system and where there's still some inner child healing to be done, is to write down a list of what you would do and what you would have and what you'd receive if you knew they just give it to you, okay? And then as you're going through those things, notice how you feel about them. Notice what resistance comes up in you. Notice what physical symptoms, what emotions come up. And that's how you're going to be able to pinpoint where it is that you have emotional blocks, because I do feel like that's what's happening here. I do feel like this is going to, they actually want to work with you to bring it up. So Archangel Metatron wants to really help you dissolve any of this stagnant energy so that you can get the reward and you can feel supported. I feel like pile one, you may be just too deep in your emotions about something. Like you're too worried that you're going to choose the wrong thing or do the wrong thing, and you're not going to be supported, or that if you go after what you love, you're not going to be rewarded, you're not going to see success, it's going to fall apart. But they're saying it's not the case. It's just that your fear of inadequacy, this conditioning that says you're not worthy to just receive for the sake of you being you, that part of you that maybe says that, hey, I still don't believe that I'm good enough to be paid for my services or paid for my abilities or my art or my knowledge. That part of you that may be a little bit submerged beneath the surface, a little bit unconscious, that they want to help you remove that and dissipate that energy, okay? Let's get some advice on how we can work with this and how you can dissipate these blocks. Yeah, there's a lot of unnecessary worry here with this group, okay? I'm hearing like your heart is blessed, you are blessed. There's group one, I'm feeling like you guys are a very pure, like you have such good intentions. You're very modest, you're humble to a fault. You maybe don't value money to the point where, I don't know how to say it. It's like money to you is just something you have because you need to have money, but so it's hard for you to manifest, say, money because you don't hold it as a priority, and maybe you just don't think you're all that, and it causes there's a lot of unease because you don't see yourself for all your worth, and it's causing you to have sleepless nights, to be stressed. It's causing physical ailments in your body, nightmares. You really feel like it's like mentally you may be saying to yourself, I know I'm worthy of X, Y, and Z, and I should be paid this, and this is going to be fine, I'm going to be supported. Mentally you're saying it, but it hasn't. Emotionally you're not absorbing it. Emotionally, energetically, there's blocks, there's resistance to really believing that, and it's causing a lot of unnecessary stress on you, and it's actually blocking your clarity. It's making you question yourself and double guess yourself. And they're saying it's just not necessary. They're actually saying you may have too much on your plate. You need to clear more time to just sit and feel with your emotions, and to, definitely the Hermit card You need more time to just sit with your emotions and feel, so that you can see where these blocks are, and you can work with the archangels in resolving them and dissipating them into the earth, because I feel as though you have a lot of spiritual support that really wants to show you what you're worth and gift you. But the thing is, if they shine the spotlight on you, pile one, and suddenly give you all of this success and all of this abundance, but you don't think you're worthy of that abundance, it can fall through the cracks, and you may not have the stability to handle it all. You may start to self-sabotage, okay? And they don't want that. They want, when they open the gates of abundance and prosperity and to put you into the limelight, they want you to be ready so that you can sustain it, okay? And that means knowing that you're worthy. That does not mean being egotistical. It means knowing that you wouldn't be called to do the things you want to do if you weren't meant to do them. It's knowing that worth, and you're worthy to just receive for what you give. And because I feel like you've lived a long part of your life not receiving for everything you've given, and you've just come to think this is normal, so you don't know what it is to ask of your worth. Yeah, your clarity is a problem. You're having trouble with making decisions and choosing the next steps because of this blockage, okay? Let's grab one of you. Some advice. What's some advice that, like, yeah, it's not a race. I am getting that, like, this isn't a race, so don't feel like you have to rush. Be patient with yourself. There is a perspective change that's needed. Here again, we have this beautiful green heart chakra energy. So it's definitely heart chakra, and they're pushing the energy down. So they definitely want to root that heart chakra energy into the earth, into your lower chakras. So even sitting in meditation and sitting with the intention of anchoring that energy in to your reality, that love that you have in your heart, if that good intention, that want to help, the desire to give, if you anchor that gratitude, if you anchor that into your lower chakras, it helps to manifest that into, like, reality. It actually helps with your programming, they're telling me, okay? But things like doing, like, and this is a 4-2, which is stability. So you may not be feeling supported. You're not feeling supported, and you're not trusting in the support of the universe because you don't think you're worthy of it. You really don't. Like, you're dreaming. Your dreams are amazing, but you're just doubting your ability to reach them, or have them. Even more than reach them is have them given to you, okay? I feel like a lot of you have been, like, putting a lot of effort in, but they're not seeing the reward because of this blockage, this lack of belief that you're worthy. Yeah? Okay, so yeah, definitely heart chakra meditations. What else? Water is really therapeutic. Swimming, going for swims, pools, beaches, lakes, creeks, waterfalls is going to help. But more than anything, having the intention to filter through these and release these blockages. It may take time, but slowly and surely you will release all of these blockages, okay? And they will be able to come in. Intention is your biggest ally here. Let me grab one more of these. Oops. Forgiveness. All right, this card, I feel like very much for you, pile 1, is about forgiveness for self, okay? Where maybe I feel like you may be holding on to, like, I had this opportunity, I didn't take it, or I didn't handle this opportunity very well, or I, self-sabotaged there and I messed that up, or I haven't given enough effort as I should have given, and you're beating yourself up for this, and you're going, it's my fault I'm in the situation I'm in, and they're saying, stop giving yourself such a hard time. You're human, you are learning. You're not human, you're most likely not, you're in a human experience wherever you're from, and you need to stop giving yourself such a hard time. Forgive yourselves for where you didn't know better. Forgive yourself for the times with the unhealed part of you. overtook the healed part of you and you made the decision from them. You need to let it go. It's stopping your flow of prosperity and abundance coming in. It's stopping love coming in. Money, prosperity, abundance, it's all love. It's love, okay? And that's why it's so important. Look, I just put the deck and there it is. Love is the frequency. So it's where you don't just feel that you deserve love. It's true. We have relationship change. When you can start releasing this block, that's when, if you're looking for a romantic partner, if you're looking for closer relationships, that's going to start to manifest more rapidly in your life when you've released this block, okay? Is there anything else? You need to know you're safe. You really need to know you're safe. I'm staring at this. It's so interesting. This is the red jasper as well, and this is the root chakra. And this I also have a root chakra bracelet on. Is about grounding and knowing that you are supported. You are so supported. Spirit, the Archangels want to assist you and give to you so much more than you realize. Like, they want to give to you tenfold anything you could possibly imagine. Like, their plan for you is so much bigger. I watched a beautiful reading the other day where she was telling me, it was like an activation, and she was saying that the best intent to hold is the intention to receive the gifts and blessings that God, Creator, Source, Universe desires and wishes for you. And I just love that. And that, because what God, Creator, Source, Universe has envisioned for your life is so much bigger than what you can envision. So don't let your perspective of what you deserve stand in the way of that, and definitely take some time and work with the Archangels to help shift out these blockages, okay? Is there anything else? Yeah, I just want to pull one of these. I don't know why I was grabbing one. True love. I feel like for some of you guys, you, as well as money, there is a big thing with your love life isn't as you wish it would be, because you still don't know, you don't believe that you're worthy of love just as you are. I feel like people in the past have taken you for granted, pile one, and I feel like they've made you feel less than or lacking, and there's still healing to do around that. People have projected, I'm getting with this air in reverse, is that people have projected their insecurities onto you, and you've taken it on as a criticism of who you are, and it's wounded you, and you haven't healed those completely yet, and that's what needs to be focused on. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I'm sending you guys so much love. Rose quartz, fluorite, this beautiful, beautiful piece of crystal, garnet. All these crystals actually would be really good for you to work with the healing. Archangel Metatron really wants to come in and help all the piles today. Work with Archangel Michael and Metatron and Archangel Uriel to cut cords and to clear the energy as well. Cutting cords is really beneficial for releasing old wounds, old addictions, people, places, things from our lives that we don't need to hold on to anymore. Okay, I'm sending you so much love, pile one. I hope this helped you, and if you liked, please comment if this resonated. If it didn't resonate, you can pick another crystal if you like, but like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much. Pile 2, if you picked this beautiful piece of white calcite, I think that's what this is that really bad? Come on, if you'll focus. This reading is for you. Look at it glowing. Pile 2, what I'm getting straight away for you is you're going through some pretty big crown and third eye activations, but I do feel like you're in a bit of an incubation period. You're in a bit of purifying period. The energy I'm getting from this crystal is like, it's like you're in this crystal. So imagine this is like your little nest egg, and this could be something that you may want to work into your ritual, your cleansing or purifying ritual, where you go into meditation and you go into a beautiful, like, pure white, misty, luminous egg like this, and you take time and you go into that incubation. It's incubation, and you purify, you heal, you're upgrading, in preparation for birthing what's new. It's in this state that you receive clarity. It's in this state that you receive downloads, like I said, upgrades. You may be going through a bit of ascension symptoms. You're resting. You're like a butterfly in a cocoon. You're getting clear on what you want to do. You're getting clear on how you're feeling. You're going through a big clearing out. You've probably just been, sorry guys, 1 second. You've probably just been through a big period of clearing out, and now like you're taking time to rest and recuperate. What it actually makes me think of a little bit is when we leave our bodies, and our souls goes off, we can sometimes go into a period of rest. So you go to a certain dimension, a certain place where you rest and you heal, and your soul heals from your experience on earth. That's, I'm getting confirmation on that. That is what's happening with you at the moment. Your soul needs time to integrate the new, grieve the old, and just heal and prepare. It's like hibernation, like when the bear goes into hibernation for winter. And then when you come out, you're going to come out with a sense of clarity and a sense of direction, and you're going to move forward then. But right now, pushing yourself too hard to move forward when you're tired, you're grieving, you're purging, you're trying to integrate new things, you've got ascension symptoms, and you just don't know which way's up, isn't going to get you anywhere. So my advice to you is don't push against the need to incubate, to hibernate, and take time out. Okay, now for those of you on this east or the southern hemisphere, for those of you over here where we are in Australia, in the southern hemisphere, on this side of the world, we're going into summer, so it feels like a really strange time of year to want to go into incubation, into hibernation, into hermit mode, but you're being pushed into that, and they're saying you're going to feel like a brand new person when you come out the other side. You're going to feel rebirthed. Okay, all right, great. Let's grab some more information. Pile 2. Yeah, okay. All right. What they're saying to me with this magician card here is everybody needs to take time to upskill. Okay, there's not any occupations, I don't think, where you don't need to upskill. You don't need to go back into study for a time. You don't need to learn new programs. You don't need to learn updated things. There's always new discoveries. No matter what you're doing, you need to upskill, and that is what's happening for you right now. But it's a spiritual upskilling, so you're learning new things. You may be really finding that you just want to stay home on the weekends and learn new things, learn about things, read books, go on the internet, and like something's just piqued your interest and you want to learn about it. You may pick up a new course. You're honing your skills right now. You're becoming a master, whereas before you were just I want to say a student, and you're becoming the master, and the master understands that you're always a student. Okay, so you're encouraged to move into that energy. You may be pulled away from the crowd as you go in and explore your options and explore the new paths that are opening up to you. Okay, definitely. I just saw the Four of Swords, so that they're just confirming that incubation period. Okay. Okay. Pile 2. With this card coming out, it did come out in reverse, and I kind of got two things. I'm kind of getting, you may be feeling a little bit like I can't be bothered with certain people or certain aspects of life, maybe socialization or things like that. But the other message I got with this Queen of Wands, because this beautiful card, she is artistic and creative, so you definitely could be having a period of incubation where you're going in and say you're an artist and you want to work on a new piece, but you're learning and you're researching and you're getting your inspiration. That's what this period is. It's the period where you learn and you get inspired before you actually start creating. That's what's happening. This card is usually the creating card, but it's definitely, it's like creating energetically through research, learning, upgrades, healing, meditation, all of that sort of thing. Now, the other message I got with this is there may be people around you who are going to try and lure you out of your, I guess, not so much a hermit mode, because it's not that you're so much in a hermit mode, but you may be more introverted than usual. You may be more like introspective is the word I want to say. You may be more introspective than normal at the moment, and there may be certain people in your lives that are going to try and get you, like, egg you out of this and try and pull you out of this. So they're just saying watch out for their temptation, because your soul's going to be like, you're going to be waking up and you're like, I just want to stay home and read this book. Like I said before, I just want to stay home and investigate. I want to research. And there may be certain people around you who are trying to pull you out of that. So I guess the message there is don't feel bad, don't give in to that temptation if it doesn't feel right for you, because you'll have plenty of time to do that. However, you need to honor what your soul's asking you to do. For some of you, this going out energy may be beneficial in the sense of going out, seeing new places, going to art museums, if that sort of thing, but it feels very much a bit of a solo endeavor right now. Yeah. I do feel like this time is definitely being spent too for you to balance out your energy system, your yin and your yang. I feel like lately maybe you've become a bit off lopsided, a bit out of balance, and it's been also, I feel like at the moment engaging in activities that engage like both your masculine and feminine side, so your left brain and your right brain, like everything you do, it's like you're going to need a nice balance of both. To keep yourself in harmonious balance with your masculine and feminine energies, your yin-yang energies. But I feel like it's going to be beneficial to, when you're researching and when you're discovering, to use both your left brain and your right brain, okay, it's going to give you like a balanced perspective, a more even perspective, and a new perspective, so that when you come out of this chapter of your life and you start moving forward to putting things into action, you have this like a broader perspective, your more expansive version of yourself, okay? You're a balanced version of yourself. Let's grab a soul card. This Lovers deck I'm going to use as like a message from your soul for right now. You guys may be interested in working with Archangel Uriel with the divine wisdom side of things, okay? Yeah, I love that. Okay, that's very interesting. Look at these 3 cards. Okay, so we have only time will tell. Which to me is saying like you don't need to do it all right now. We have passion, the magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. What I'm actually getting from this card though is that you're going to be very magnetized to certain things and certain people who are going to teach you things. With this energy, it is interesting though, because the Mother of Fire and the Magician energy are very magnetic kind of energies. Look at this. On the bottom of this deck, we have the Unknown card, which is interesting with the Only Time Will Tell. So it could be that like right now in your incubation period, you may not have quite a lot of clarity about where you're going next. But that's the point. You don't need to. It's like I'm saying, like when you're in this, everything around you is fuzzy. So you're just like receiving messages, you're learning, you're taking in a lot. And the thing is, that is what might make you so attractive. Like when they were saying about the people like wanting your attention and trying to lure you out, it's probably because you're not really interested in it, and you're only interested in improving yourself and bringing yourself into balance. Yeah, this is the balance card, the yin and the yang card, like I was saying before. And so that's really attractive, because they don't have your attention and they want a piece of you because you're improving yourselves and you're in this magnetic, high vibrational state of transmuting and like getting downloads and upgrading. And that's so that's just clarifying that. I think once you come out, like I think there's this peace. The advice they're trying to give here is find peace in not needing to know what the step is after this step. Just go and learn and do the things that your soul's urging you to do. If you just want to be a total recluse and a hermit and just read and knowledge and prepare, that's totally okay right now and probably a good thing for you, okay? I think the upgrades you're going through too here, pile 2, are actually going to really help bring in balanced relationships, because part of this may bring a little bit of, it may expose maybe where you've been giving too much of your energy to certain things or certain people and it hasn't been given to you equally in return, like the equity in your relationships isn't balanced. So that could be something to, and maybe that's actually one of the reasons you originally decided to take some time out and turn in, okay? They are saying, I don't feel like a lot of you will even you won't want to resist this so much, because you'll be so inspired by the idea of learning and improving yourself. And I feel like this excited energy about learning, so you have more to share with others. And knowing that this period of time is going to give you the rejuvenation and the healing that you need to go out and grab life by the reins again. Okay, I do feel like you, pile 2 here, is you're really rediscovering your authenticity, your individuality, like you're refining who you are as a soul. You're getting to know yourself better, which does make you more attractive to people around you. Usually when someone is really centered and balanced and high vibrational and confident in who they are very, very magnetic and attractive to all sorts. Okay, let's have some more advice. Yeah, spirituality at the moment. So you guys right now, like I said, you're going through a spiritual, I've forgotten the word, guys, help me out. You're definitely going through spiritual upgrades, but you're going I'm hearing the word incognito. Like you're going incognito for a while you work on your spiritual side and you upgrade, and you're going through a guys, come on, please help. Yeah, like a spiritual transition, like you're realigning with the truth of who you are. I feel like what you've been doing, the life you've been living, I feel like you have immense gratitude for it, but it's going stale. It's getting old and you're ready for what's new. But before you can move into what's new, you need to align with that. You need to clear out the old, and you need to become clear on the steps you want to take. You're also just ready to spread your wings and to soak in as much knowledge. One of the beauties of our incarnations on Earth is how much we get to learn here. And I think you're really encouraged to embrace that right now. Some of you, I feel like maybe recently have lost a bit of the magic in your life. Like you've lost the way synchronicities and symbolism and nature just inspires you. I feel like this period is really going to reacquaint you with that as well. Your telepathy abilities are definitely up leveling as well. This is also, some of you are going in because you do have spiritual missions. And you still need to learn a bit more before that's really going to take off for you. They're saying keep going at whatever you're going at. Don't give up. If you enjoy doing it, if it's what you want to do, if you wake up in the morning and that's what you want to do with your day, then keep going, okay? And keep learning, because the more you learn, the more time you take on yourself and healing yourself and upgrading, the more you're able to help other people, because I do feel like, group 2, you do have a spiritual mission, and to not give up, okay? Be open to the path life wants to take you on right now, because it may be very different to how you thought it would go, okay? All right, I'm going to leave it there, guys. I'm sending you guys so much love. I hope that reading helped. Like I said, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Metatron wants to work with everybody, so please work with Archangel Metatron. Yeah, that visualization, being in that beautiful egg, is going to be very purifying. It's going to help you find peace and solace, and it help you find calm and stillness in a busy, chaotic world, okay? And then when that cracks open, you're going to see clearer, okay? I woke up, just on the side note, I woke up last week one day, and I freaked out because I could smell something. And what I realized very shortly after was it wasn't that there was anything that I was really smelling. It's just that my sense of smell had gotten stronger, and I was smelling things I hadn't smelled before. So you could be expecting things like that, okay? All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Please like, subscribe, comment if it resonated. If this didn't resonate for you, pick another pile. If you'd like a reading, information down below. But thank you so much for being here with me. Sending you so much love. Pile 3. I'm so sorry. Give me 1 second. I have the hiccups. Sorry about that. I just needed to take a big sip of my water. Okie dokie dokie dokie. Alright. Pile 3. Okay. What I'm getting for your energy for this beautiful jasper is this red jasper. I am getting very much boundaries, but I'm hearing life is a highway. And I'm actually seeing like setting things ablaze, setting things on fire. And that's actually showing me someone setting things on fire and laughing as it burns. And I am getting very much about should, coulds, woulds, not, you know, that type of conditioning that we've been, you know, old, I guess you could say that it's old ways of thinking about society and classes, and you got to do this or you shouldn't do that, or, you know, little things. Like I remember my mum was always like, young girls shouldn't wear black. Like, what? Like, what? What does it matter who wears black? Like, what does it matter what color you wear? Like, things like that. And that's just, I mean, my mum doesn't really wear black either. My mum's just a color person, so that could just be my mum. Shout out to mum in case she ends up watching this. But that's kind of what came to mind. So it's like for you, I feel like this is like the final hurrah to some deep-seated conditionings that are holding you back in life, that are restricting you. I am also getting the message here for pile 3 is boundaries. You're learning to say no, sorry, that's not right for me, that doesn't work for me, and see you later, okay? Let's jump in. I'm seeing, they're showing me a lion, which can be Archangel. I think the lion's Archangel Uriel, because Archangel Uriel has been showing up quite a bit in this reading. So I'm just gonna, just realized. Okay. And could also be Lyran energy, but I get that Archangel Uriel energy, and it can be like, if you're wanting it, they want to come and work with you to give you a boost of solar plexus energy, like fiery confidence energy. Okay, so if that's something you want to do, just set that intention and that permission for Archangel Uriel to come in and assist with that. I think it's Archangel Uriel. Okay, let's get some guidance here. Courage, 7 of fire. Yeah, 7 of fire. So the courage card is like persistence, keeping going. Even though it's been a long, weary battle, you're still going. But the thing is, pile 3, what you need to focus on right now is letting go, like setting fire. Like, you know when people used to do the bonfire burning, or you burn your stuff, or like even like they used to, they still do it. It's called burning off, where you burn the old, scrub the old land so there can be regeneration and regrowth. That is kind of what's happening for you. But it's with joy. It's with joy that you're being asked to release these conditioning. What you're releasing here, what you're setting fire to, what you're like literally lighting the match, throwing it and walking away from, is conditionings that do not serve you. People who take from you, people who don't lift you up, people who don't support you, conditioning, thought patterns, belief systems. This could even be, I'm hearing like patriarchal type energy. So it could definitely be like, which is your father's side. So it could be conditioning or from your father's side, or your father's side of the family that's gone down. You said, no more, this does not serve me, standing in my way. I've been through enough, and I want to keep going. If I'm going to keep going, I can't carry this with me. So they're saying the advice to you is set it on fire. If it doesn't work for you, it doesn't serve you, let it go. Let it burn. I'm hearing like Usher You should let it burn. Is it you should let it burn? Like, just let it, like, just purify it into the fires of purification. Saint Germain and his fires of violet flame and purifying. Like, I feel like I see someone coming out, like one of those movies where the hero has just saved the day and they're leaving the building, and the building like absolutely explodes behind them, and they're working out and they're like cut and bruised and battered, and like, you know, their clothes are in shreds, but they're moving out and they're like, I'm done. I have been through it. I am not putting up with that anymore. I am not holding on to that anymore. I'm moving forward to better days, okay? And this card says courage, because, and I just love that this is courage. So this is the Tower of the Spirit. And this, I love that the 7 of fire in this deck is called courage, because it does. When you're at this 7 of fire energy, you are wounded and you probably don't feel like going on. You probably don't feel like lying down in the dirt and having a sleep, but you need to keep going because you've still got 8, 9, and 10. And you, I mean, actually it's the other way around, because I think, no, it's the swords the other way around. It's the fire deck's an interesting one. But you need to keep going, okay? And you need to let go. It does take courage sometimes to really walk away from things that don't serve you, but that is what you're being asked to do. And you will feel so much lighter when you do. Yeah, look at that. We have the 8 of Swords and the Father of Swords. So we have the 8 of Swords in reverse and the Father of Swords. So this is about gaining clarity. This is about cutting things out that don't serve you. This is about anything that restricts you, anything that holds you back, anything that doesn't serve you. Whether it's a person, whether it's an institution, whether it's a thought pattern, a belief pattern. It is about just cutting it out, going, I see clearly now that this does not serve me, and I don't need to put up with this anymore. I don't need to keep those thought patterns. I don't need to hold on to those beliefs anymore. We have the Fool on the bottom of the deck. That's exactly what it's like. You have walked out of that burning building, it has exploded behind you, and you are not looking back, because you know that those do not serve you anymore. This is like such strong 10 of Wands, and 10 of Swords. It's not 10 of Swords, because it's not that anyone... The 10 of Swords, the 10 of Swords energy is basically when it's rock bottom. It can often be when people have meant you harm and done you harm. This is not the case. This is you just going, I'm realizing certain things in my life, certain people, certain beliefs aren't supporting my best and highest good, and I don't need those in my future. So I'm setting them on fire and walking away into the new, okay? I'm going to go find my fulfillment, okay? I'm going to go towards it. I feel like you've been going towards it, but for a lot of you have been going towards this. However, you're realizing here, you've been realizing patterns and people who are standing in your way of it, okay? So you're like, you're trying to reach your goal, and you're trying to move towards this 10 of Cups, fulfillment energy, this expansive energy, this like abundant energy here, this rainbow of like flowing water energy, fountain of love, it's called in this card. You're trying to go find your fountain of love. You want to be the fountain of love. You know, your cup is overfloweth here. This is like, you're so fulfilled in life. You have so much to give to everyone. And you're realizing this time what's coming up for you, and what you need to focus on is, what is it that's standing in the way of you reaching this? What self-sabotaging thought patterns, conditioning, what people don't support you, what institutions have you outgrown, what have you been buying into that does not serve you, that you can let go of? This could be old wounds even. I do feel it's a lot to do with conditionings. Where do you give too much of your time when you should be saying no? Okay? Things like that. Okay? I love it. Let's grab a message from your soul. I'm using the Lover's Oracle as messages from the soul for you. Imagine all unwanted... This is so... Okay, so you pile 3 with this Jasper is about getting you the heck out of your head and moving and dissipating thought patterns and conditioning. It's very mental energy. This says, imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. That's right. This is so incredibly thought-based, okay? So much of what you're getting rid of is conditioning, shoulds, coulds, woulds. You know, you should do this, you should dress like that, you should eat like this. You know, being a man means this, being a woman means this, being a wife means this, being a daughter means this. All of that absolute garbage that has held people captive for so long. Pile 3, you are sorting through and setting fire and totally transmuting and dissolving anything that does not align with you and your best good and does not serve you, okay? Look, in this fight, can you see here? She's standing next to a fire. There she is. She's sitting next to that fire purification as she transmutes and dissolves those unwanted thought patterns that stand between her and her happiness. Alright? I freaking love this message. I'm so pumped about this message. Alright, let's grab some more. Like I said, I'm going to mention again, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Michael want to help with all of this. Spirituality, this card came out before. You're aligning with your spiritual truth, okay? Which has a very, 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 very different set of thought patterns and self-talk than maybe what you currently have. Alright, so group 3. Intuition, okay, right? Okay, alright, so the message here is, with your intuition card, for you guys, what I'm feeling is, the thing is with the intuition, it doesn't always make sense. It just doesn't always make sense straight away. You can want things, you can feel things, you can wake up and go, I feel like going here, I feel like doing this, I think I should buy this. For example, you may leave the house and it may be the sunniest day, but you're like, something tells you, and this happens to me all the time, where I go to leave the house, it's super sunny outside, but my umbrella hangs by the door, and I will go to leave the house and I'll look at my umbrella and my eyes will just glance at it and something goes, take the umbrella, and I just don't, but then I look outside and I go, but it's sunny, I don't need it. Anyway, I leave the house, half an hour later it's like pelting rain. That is your intuition. It doesn't make logical sense all the time. It actually doesn't make logical sense a lot of the time until after the fact. You know, you feel like an idiot that you've like jam-packed your umbrella and you're already really full bag, until it starts raining. Until all those people who didn't pack an umbrella are wishing they were you who packed this umbrella because you followed your intuition and you're not getting totally rained on. That is the message here. And some of your conditioning may have you to believe that intuition to that level is coswarp. That's right, coswarp. And you're letting that go. That is what you're focusing on, okay? Because this, and this, double numbers, guys, is going to lead to this, okay? Your happiness, your fulfillment, okay? I gotta be honest with you guys, I never get tired of that feeling where my guys give me a message or my intuition kicks in and I'm just like, that's crazy. Or, and then like a couple of minutes later or, you know, a couple of days later, something happens and it like totally just goes, oh, that's what they were talking about. And that kick you get, the joy you get, how, like, I never not get excited about it. Like, I never not feel like totally, like, I love it every time, you know, synchronicities, like, I just love it. It's magic and it keeps me totally pinging. That is the energy that they want. That's the relationship they would like you to have with your intuition, pile 3, okay? But it's going to be hard to hear that clearly if you're going, but it doesn't, if you're just clinging to these old thought patterns that are keeping you suppressed, okay? I'm actually getting a side message, right? Someone has an inkling about somebody who's very, very close to them. And it could be something to do with you just feel something's off. You think someone's maybe cheating or someone's lying. But everyone's kind of saying, no, you're being paranoid, you're being crazy. You're not being paranoid, you're not being crazy. people going, why would they do that? Why would they do that? You know, you're this X, Y, and Z. They have X, Y, and Z. Why would you think they do that? You're being paranoid. You're not being paranoid, okay? For whoever that's for, you're not being paranoid. Just because outwardly it may not seem, your intuition is trying to tell you that your intuition is trying to tell you that you're not. So basically what you're focusing on, to summarize, I am going to pull... Do we have any more messages? No, I think that's about it. But I just want to summarize by saying what you're focusing on right now is clearing out mental thought patterns. It's mostly mental thought patterns and conditioning that do not serve you, that is blocking you from continuing and expanding and moving forward. They've got you down in the dumps, got you believing that you can't have this. And you're moving into a period of trusting more your intuition, okay? Your intuition makes total sense after the fact, but sure as hell doesn't make any sense a lot of the time before the fact. You just have to accept it. I also feel like you maybe, if you're staying in these old belief patterns of shoulds or coulds, or like, yeah, there's a lot about like social stance and things like that really superficial, shallow things that don't mean anything. And I feel like for some of you it's actually blocking blessings. It's blocking love. It's blocking love. That can be platonic, romantic, but for some of you it's romantic love, and you're being blocked from love because you're being a bit of a egotistical prude, or egotistical DICK. Because you're being too proud, okay? And you're letting outdated ways of thinking and being stop you from making the most of your life, okay? But anyways, I think that's it. Happy note to end on. I'm sending you guys so much love. Like I said, Archangel Uriel, Saint Germain with the fire cleansing. Archangel Metatron really wants to work with you. Archangel Michael's very good with the mental dissipation as well. Call on your archangel, set the intention. When you start to know, if you set the intention with your angels, say, hey guys, can you please help me to see when these patterns are coming up in my mental patterns or in my life, they will help you with that. You just need to pay attention, and your focus is on letting them go. It's deprogramming so that you can see how clearly you see once that those programs that have held you captive for so long are gone. Okay, I'm sending you so much love. I hope that helped. Please like, subscribe, comment if it resonated. If this one doesn't resonate, please feel free to pick another pile. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, the information's down below, and if you would like a reading, the information is down below. Until next time, guys, sending you so much love, honor, and the privilege always. Mwah.